Then she just comes straight out and says it. Can I sleep with you? She says,
Hey yo, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Kites with my lovely wife. It's just Alex.
What's up, people?
Unfortunately, this video is not good vibes and good energy. It has come to my knowledge due to the video by Nate the lawyer. Shout out to him. A person that we have featured on the Pop the Balloon reactions. Someone who we noticed some problems and we called it out, but I faced some backlash when we called it out.
Yeah.
To the people who defended this individual, who said we were wrong and we just didn't understand it, or you know,
this is for you.
You're gonna have to hold this L.
No, this is for
because officially we are adding our second female, third to Fraud Watch.
Fraud Watch.
You're done. Now, Alex, roll the evidence.
Rolling.
Well, one thing about me is I know myself. So that's one of my talents. They didn't like that. About me, I've always had a difficult time with that because I see myself with having so much depth. So I'll try to just throw some things out there. I would say I'm very philosophical. I'm a big time woman of God, and I am a jokester. I've been told that I'm quite reserved and very confident.
You know what I mean? And it's not that it's bad, it's just that I'm not into that type of, you know.
Different caliber.
Different, yeah. You know, I like artsy women that like art and different type of things like that.
Okay, that's valid.
Expense. I would say that's the base foundation that I like. And I know some people are talking about gold digger this, or like she's only looking for the money. I don't need to look for anything else. Just clarify that. A lot of things come to me.
Okay.
All right.
Love that.
So I don't need to look for anything. I just feel I want to know what's in there. Are there well, let me find out. Is the policies? You have policies in there?
Whoever actually wanted to find out from
I was gonna ask.
would have been able to. Question. Whoever wanted to find out would have been able to. Y'all didn't want to stick around to find that out.
There's something in there. I don't know if there was.
It
policies
is. It definitely is. Of course, a suitcase wouldn't be empty. But whoever wanted to actually find out, they would have been able to.
And yeah, I was gonna throw that out there. People were saying, like you said, gold digger, or oh, she's a sugar baby.
Oh, I saw sugar baby. Okay, so first of all, let's back up to the gold digging part. Is it not men who were the original gold diggers? So they don't want us to. Okay, I'm not saying, but I'm just. Who started that? I've never been called a gold digger by a man with money. It's only been the ones that want you to gold dig on them because they wish they had that lifestyle. But I think that's very low budget. Those comments are very low budget.
Your balloon for him?
He seems like volatile, dangerous. Like if I were to say like I'm not interested or something, he might accost me.
What do you mean?
Accost me, like belittle me or put me down if I like. It seems like you're not good with like a negative comment.
Like, oh, she's on the wrong show.
Yeah.
There are no white men on this show. Is that your type?
No, because I've had white men ask me, do you like white men? And I get so offended by that because it's like, so you're telling me you're all white men are the same? I popped it because you seem very tired and don't laugh. It's very serious. And like sleepy, and I was thinking like an extra in Friday, and I thought like
extra on Friday. An extra on Friday.
Yeah, I was like,
that's how I'm looking.
Yeah.
Oh, she trying to go viral. That's why.
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to go viral.
Yeah,
I'm just
extra
like.
On Friday.
I think I'm fed up because like every guy pretty much that came out, they're not dressed properly, and I'm like, I feel like this is really rude and disrespectful, and I'm just like, what's the point? I take my time. I'm a very patient person with myself and what I'm seeing. I love it. A lot of times people want to rush me. I don't like that. But I saw Cinco maybe as someone talk after the show. Like, I don't know if you're like high because your eyes are like, they look like you're not there. Are you on?
Actually, fully here. Your eyes are red too, so kind of the similar thing.
Are
here.
you on something right now or no?
No, I don't do any type of drugs.
I wasn't sure because they look like they were really red. So that's one reason. And then as I heard you speak more, it sounded like you're looking for someone to build you up. Like you want someone to speak on your behalf. I'm like an attorney or
a
like
wife,
like
bozo.
What kind of representative? Who speak to who? On about what? So I was confused. And then I'll just leave it at that. What else were you talking about? Wanted me to be
Someone
the CEO.
Talk for him or speak
on
for
his
him
behalf.
on his behalf, right?
I was like, this man needs an attorney. What kind of attorney are you looking for? So we can point you in the right direction.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to hear more information.
The way she talks, her sophistication, I think she would be somebody that probably could be my A1A if I were to run my business and include her in it. And
which way for the business?
As far as somebody as a CEO just like me, so you can take over my same business, vice versa, represent those things, you know, respectability to other people. So say if we're talking about my modeling career, you can speak on my behalf, you know, help me with things like agency.
Be your agent?
No.
Like
what's
the cut?
Be my partner. A partner.
Wait, okay, so you'll be the model and then I would help build your portfolio?
No, we would be a business unit. You will learn me and what I do and how to do that on my behalf, and I will learn the same you.
Yeah, I get a cut.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what are you doing right now, like as far as your portfolio?
Right now, I'm an A&R. I'm scouting for young talent right now to sign to new record labels. That's gonna be the next 10 years. Some of the biggest artists you probably don't know about yet. I do professional model work. I do commercials. I do act. I'm in New York Fashion Week upcoming this 2024 year.
Same. Okay. So, do you have any artists that?
Yes.
Do you have a studio?
Yes.
Where is it?
It's over in the Buckeye area, Buckeye, Arizona.
Is it elaborate?
Yes. It's called Evolve Music Group, LLC. That's my name. I'm Cinco the Wolf.
You have an engineer and all that?
Yes. I hire people. I employ people.
Now that you have seen the basis of what we were talking about this individual, Miss Adanna, it is time for us to watch Nate the Lawyer and his video labeled first ever #MeTooFraud indictment for extortion.
That's insane.
We ain't seen this video, but Miss Adanna, I can't believe you've done this. Actually, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I called it out. I'm gonna just say it. I was right the whole time, and y'all just some haters. But it's cool. Anyway, let's get down to the video, man. Shout out Nate the Lawyer.
Really happened. This woman who perpetrated a Me Too fraud has been indicted for fraudulent schemes and theft by extortion. I never thought this day would come.
Dang.
Yeah, nice intro.
Yeah,
Okay, buckle up. This story is insane. This is Trevor Bauer. He is a former Cy Young winner in Major League Baseball. That is the highest accolade a pitcher can get. But as a multi-millionaire pitcher, women were after him.
70 million playing baseball? Shoot, I was in the wrong sports growing up, man.
Well, you could have made it. You could have made it far if you would have continued in track.
That is true.
Football. I can't vouch for the football community no more because they be dogging them.
Yeah,
they be going through too much now.
Yeah.
His money by any means necessary. Now, if this seems very familiar to you, that's because we did a video that got 1.6 million views about another woman who straight up lied about how Trevor Bauer allegedly assaulted her, but come to find out, it was all nonsense. Take a look.
Former Dodgers pitcher Trevor Bauer is speaking out after settling a lawsuit with a woman who accused him of sexual assault. Bauer released this video today claiming that he has evidence his accuser set him up and was trying to take his money.
Trevor says everything was completely consensual. He also released these text messages that came.
Whoa.
It be your own people.
It be
your own people to set you up.
Nah, but all this stuff, it goes back to when we said in one of the video, it's because people do shady crap like this. This is what makes it hard when there are actual victims and they actually have something that they need to get out to the public, and now they're scared to speak up because you have so many frauds that tarnish something, a resource that was supposed to be used to help people, and they turn it into something that they can gain from. And now the authenticity of it, the thing that makes it valid, is completely tarnished. So now nobody trusts anything.
Not only that, in this situation, it's a Me Too movement. Women typically run this movement, but now in this scenario, he's the victim.
Yeah.
He's the victim.
Yep.
But nobody's going to acknowledge that.
Nobody ever will.
He's settled, so he's guilty anyway.
Yep.
That's not how that works.
Came out in court indicating that you had planned the whole thing out. So I want to read some of these texts from you to a friend between the two of you before you met Trevor, this one. Next victim, star pitcher for the Dodgers. Okay. Ooh. Victim is an interesting choice of words. I'm going to allow you a chance to explain yourself. But after you agreed to meet, you asked your friend what you should steal. Your friend answered his money. He says, another one from you to a friend, I'm going to his house Wednesday. I already have my hooks in. You know how I roll. With a screenshot in which you told him, tryouts don't scare me, Bauer. Pick a day and I am there. Here are some more after you and Trevor met up. Net worth is $51 million, to which your friend responds, bitch, you better secure that bag.
Whoa. Hey. I think you can. I don't know.
Can you say the B word on national television?
I don't think this is a national. I think this is like one of those, like, you know, like they have like the Young Turks. That thing. Okay. I think that's what it is. But Shorty didn't even have any type of remorse on her face. She just, I said it. Yeah.
You know what's scary is that she did her research on him. She looked up what he was worth, what he has, his assets, all that. And it's kind of like a bear trap. Like a snare and trap type of situation. That's scary.
But you know what? Everything we say comes through in a cycle, because the beautiful thing is there's nothing new under the sun. Meaning that anything that has happened or talked about at one point in the past will eventually be talked about again in the future, because we live in a cycle, right? What did we say? When you get successful on the Kai Cenat video, I just said it. When you get successful, everybody, you have to start assuming that everybody that comes into your picture after success is not there for you as an individual. You just have to assume it. Not saying that everybody is going to backstab you, but you have to operate on the edge of that, because if they weren't there with you when you were down at the bottom, you got to think about what is it that it attracted them when you got up to the top.
It's the same thing when, like, football players, they be having their wives and stuff like that, and a lot of people be upset, like, oh, well, why you got this woman on your shoulder? She don't know your struggles. She don't know what you've been through.
Exactly.
In reality, she's been with him when he was sleeping on the couch, when he was going to college, when he was eating ramen noodles, when he was working these part-time jobs. It's not about, like, and a lot of times it be like women or black women be like, oh, well, he got a white woman. You don't like your own kind? It's not that. It's just, this is the woman that held him down.
It's whatever. It doesn't matter what race it is. It's whoever's going to hold you down since day one. Yeah. That is it. It's your day ones, your unos. That's it.
It's the gratitude and appreciation. That's all.
Your text, need daddy to choke me out, being an absolute whore to try to get in on his $51 million. You say this wasn't a setup. How can you expect anyone to believe that?
So yes, that accuser was a straight up fraud. She was a liar. I mean, a monster liar. I am actually shocked that she wasn't charged with a crime. But that wasn't Trevor Bauer's only accuser. It seems like this guy loves the crazy woman. Now let me introduce you to Adanna.
Fraud watch! Fraud watch! We told y'all! We told y'all! Fraud watch! Fraud watch! Go back to our original first ever Pop the Balloon. First ever, where we did the full reaction. It is long, but that's because we didn't know what we was doing.
That was our first video.
It was our first video together. Every time this lady talked or said something, we had something to say, because sometimes you can tell some people are off a little bit. Fraud Watch. Welcome to the club. You're done.
Get done.
It's Adanna, by the way.
Your name?
Adanna.
Adanna?
Yeah, that's my name.
Adanna.
Adanna.
Oh, I'm from Adanna.
She was crowned Miss Black Arizona USA in 2016. Now she can be found at Hey Adanna on Instagram and has a YouTube channel. She was also named one of the most eligible bachelorettes in Arizona. So now this beautiful woman meets pitcher Trevor Bauer, who's now $50 million richer, and starts demanding to have sex with him. So obviously this story is a major story. This woman who's accused Trevor Bauer of assault is now charged with defrauding him. Now I always like to see how each side is framing the story. So when you go on Ground News, you can actually come here and you can see who's covering the story and how many outlets are covering it. And one thing I noticed about the coverage of this story is that the left-leaning sources have a very generic title. For instance, a woman accused Trevor Bauer of sexual assault is now charged with defrauding ex-MLB player. Where on the right, they're a little bit more descriptive. Trevor Bauer accuser charged with allegedly defrauding ex-MLB pitcher by faking pregnancy. Now at Ground News, I get coverage detail.
Oh my Lord, it's getting real. Hold on.
And Adanna, she's a very beautiful woman. She's very well put together.
Yeah,
but
no,
the fact
for
that
sure.
you're out here scamming and frauding people.
Because you gotta think about it this way. Let's go to history. Alexander the Great. I think it was, Alexander the Great. One of the most powerful men in the world. I want to make sure I get this right. Hold on, because this example I need to make it right, because it's about Cleopatra. Yep, okay, I got it right. Cleopatra and Alexander the Great, right? Cleopatra was one of the most beautiful women in history, right? At that time. Alexander the Great was the greatest conqueror at that time, right? Look, Cleopatra was able to seduce Alexander the Great, and the things she got, the power she got, was phenomenal to the point we talk about her in history. And when you think of Alexander the Great, Cleopatra's in there. It's going to be in his story forever. So it doesn't matter how beautiful you are as a person. It's all about, it's the person's ambition. If they want something more beyond their beauty, it don't matter. They'll get it. It don't matter if they're handsome. It don't matter if they're beautiful. It's about their intentions underneath the skin. That's why people are allowed to say, oh, you're beautiful on the outside, but you ugly underneath the surface. It's a history, nothing new under the sun. It happens to everybody.
How many articles are published about this story? A story summary and comparison. I also get links to all the articles. I also get the bias distribution, if it's a right-leaning or left-leaning source, and then I also get ownership. Who owns the source? Now, if you like being fully informed, go to ground.news/Nate for 40% off unlimited access. That's 40% off unlimited access.
He just hit us with
Ground News is an amazing source that's going to help you get around the media bias. Again, go to ground.news.
All right, brother. You plugging hard. You plugging really hard right now. Hey, go to his site, y'all. Support him because we support black people getting money. You feel me?
The link is in the description and in the pinned comment below. So now let's get to the DMs where you're going to see Trevor Bauer's accuser, the one who's now been arrested for fraud. She's going to literally be begging him to have sex with her. In females, for example, hormones present at ovulation can drive a woman to choose a cocky, confident man with a slight stubble and more masculine features. Men can sniff out an ovulating woman just by smelling her t-shirt. Women appear to prefer the smell of a man, dissimilar genes, which could give her a boost up the evolutionary ladder. I guess you smelled
the more you know. What's that?
I feel like we in Nat Geo Wild. Some doggone animals.
We some animals, boy.
Cocky and confident with slight stubble. I did make that comment that your shoulders looked broad and are strong. My feminine lenses were on. Then she just comes straight out and says it. Can I sleep with you? She says,
Y'all be talking about how men need to work on their pickup lines and stuff like that. I remember somebody made a joke. They made a joke. They said if the roles were reversed and women had to
riz men up
or attract men, riz. If they had to do that to attract women in the dating cycle, women would fail a lot harder than men because a lot of women do not know pickup lines. They don't know how to start the conversation. They just use their beauty. So if men acted like women and we were like, oh, I need you to win me over with your words or what you can do, women, y'all would be in disasters basically because y'all pickup lines suck. Can I sleep with you? Come on, gang.
I can't relate.
Can I have your number? Can I have it? Can I have it?
No.
Just want to sleep next to you again. I will be very quiet, promise. And I will sleep through. In the morning, I'll have to leave and will slip out with a blink. She keeps begging. I'm not certain, but can I sleep over there later? I'm not certain if, but can I sleep there? It's peaceful for me. Now,
she types like an AI.
Yeah.
She types like a bot.
Yeah. It doesn't even...
Due to my calculations, I feel like at a 75% chance of me sleeping with you, our intimacy levels would be at a 65.5% success rate. Can I sleep with you? Like, what the freak? Like, lady, if you don't get off my phone, bruh.
They slept together. She asked Trevor Bauer for a sample of his sperm so she can have his baby.
At one point, she even requested a sample of my sperm so she could have my child whenever she wanted to in the future.
So Bauer said, hell.
You know what's crazy? No. Let me tell you something. Men, y'all better be careful out there because women are ruthless nowadays. And let me tell you how I was at the store. I saw a sperm insemination kit at Target. All it takes is for a woman to take that condom and just put it in the kit and inseminate herself. Y'all better be careful.
Hey, Drake told y'all the technique.
Put the hot sauce in there. Tabasco, Cholula, Tapatio, Red Rooster, Crystal, whatever you want.
To the nizzo on the sperm donor request. Then this woman, Lindsay Hill, made her false allegations against Bauer. So guess what? Adanna said, I slept with him too. Let me say he forced me to have an abortion so I can get that money too.
More than a year after the one time we slept together, and only after Lindsay Hill made up her false allegations, Adanna retained a lawyer. She then demanded $3.6 million and claimed I forced her to have an abortion, leaving her emotionally devastated and irretrievably damaged by it. But here's the thing, she never had an abortion because she was never even pregnant, and that's corroborated by her own medical records.
Then,
Adanna just... Boy, ain't no way, man. This is crazy.
For a smart, educated, sophisticated woman, you did the dumbest thing. The dumbest thing that anybody could ever do to somebody else and think that you wasn't going to get caught.
On me.
They can pull your medical records when you sue somebody.
Yep. Hey, man, you know. And
I thank the Lord she didn't get pregnant because bringing a child, bringing a seed into this world off of deception.
Yeah, your child going to be...
bro.
But it's crazy, man. I keep asking these questions in this video. When it comes down to the relationship game, even though it's not a,
it's not a game.
I don't give a crap.
People play like it is.
I just want to ask again: is it the men? Is it the women? Or can we all finally be adults and finally admit
it's both?
It's both of us. It's both. Can we be adult? Can we finally say it? Men, can we say, yeah, we be messing up. Let's keep it a bed. And women, can we finally start saying, yeah, we be messing up. Let's keep it a bang. Can we
That's never gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen. I'm sorry.
Said, hey, let's just stop with it. He assaulted me too.
She made up a bogus sexual assault claim and filed a civil suit against me. In that version of her story, she claimed, for the first time by the way, that there was non-consensual sex. But her texts from the next morning show what actually happened. Oh. Remember this text in which she explains why she came on to me?
Now, she did find a law firm who would negotiate whether she could get a settlement or not. How do we know that? Well, here is the email. Great. I appreciate your time and input today and am glad we can agree to $750K to $3.6 million as a settlement bracket. As explained on the phone, we will start high and understand the lowest you will accept to settle is $750K. Have a beautiful day. And she writes, I agree, I appreciate, and thank you.
They linked her email. Dang.
Yep, they doxed her. But well, no, I think your email having your email information is not
it's not bad.
But here's my problem. Why my lawyer using emojis and heart effects and flowers? What kind of fraud lawyer is this? If my lawyer ever sent me a smiley face or something like that, I already know I'm losing the case 1000%.
And you know what's crazy? Normally, whenever you email anybody in law firm or anybody, even like in corporate or HR, they always have like a handle or a tag.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, a picture of their business card or something like that, and then have the address and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know, bro. Shoot, that's like your lawyer coming in and they got freaking like bedazzled necklaces on during the court case. Like, we losing for sure. I'm going to jail.
Yeah. But now we had a problem. She was saying she had an abortion, but all the documents and all the medical records said she was never pregnant. Now, because the evidence was so not there, her lawyers had to drop her. Here's the email. Quote, to confirm without proof of the abortion or even a date of the abortion, we cannot continue to represent you. We urge you to consult with other attorneys who may have different standards. This is the lawyer saying, you're full of crap. Good luck. So then Adanna found some other lawyers to represent her, but Trevor Bauer had some more ammo. He sent them over an audio recording of her disproving all of her claims on tape.
And shared an audio recording I have in which Adanna contradicts her own claims and asks me for money.
Now Adanna got some new attorneys. So now with all this evidence, the audio recording, no medical records even show she had an abortion, and on top of that, she was never even pregnant, these last attorneys had to come to Jesus moment and claim that, hey, we gotta drop you because you're full of crap. Quote, hi, Adanna. As your legal counsel, we have all agreed that the recording is detrimental to your case to the point that we are very likely not to be able to continue representation of you on this matter. We are requesting a copy of the recording to verify the authenticity. I know this is difficult news, but without medical records of your abortion and a recording like this, this is what we feel is insurmountable. Hugs. Amy. Now, since the police department were investigating
Kai Cenat, this guy right here, that is two individuals now that are out there successful, and the things that save them is the fact that they have recordings. Every person who's in content creation, in some type of business, and some type of anything that you built from the ground up, off of your ability or whatever, when you are dealing with people who are just now coming into your circle, learn your state's recording laws. And sometimes conversations, when it comes down to you're about to do something with them, or you're talking business with them, or you guys are having a disagreement, the safest thing you can do is properly record, because the evidence you have is the only thing that can be life or catastrophe for you. Get in the habit of knowing how to properly and legally record yourself for your safety. Not theirs, it's for your safety. Do it for yourself.
Keep as much documentation as you can.
Exactly.
Even with Instagram, I noticed that you can send a DM and edit the DM.
Wow.
After you send it.
The only thing that you can do to keep yourself safe is do everything you can do to keep yourself safe. Yep. Trust nobody, take nobody for face value.
Getting her claims of sexual assault against Trevor Bauer, they got the same evidence that Trevor showed you. And then things turned really bad for Adanna. She went from victim to suspect, a suspect who's extorting powerful men for money. So the police took their evidence and turned it over to the DA's office, and the DA then indicted Adanna. Here is that indictment. Now, a shocking thing in this indictment is that Trevor Bauer wasn't the only person she was trying to extort. This other guy, Marco Berlusconi. Quote from count 1 of the indictment, she knowingly did obtain a benefit from Marco Berlusconi and Trevor Anthony Bauer by means of fraudulent pretenses, representations, promises, or material omissions. And it seems like she had it in for our friend Marco here, because the document says in count 2, she knowingly did obtain or sought to obtain property or services from Marco by threat to expose some secret in the future on social media, whether it's true or false. That is what they were saying she was doing to my man Marco. Now, Arizona has 6 classes of felonies.
A snake is a snake is a snake is a snake.
That's ugly.
Oh my God, bro, this is crazy.
People gotta be careful who they bring into their circles or who they interact with, because
she going back to back. She going for boy. And if she would have got away with this one, guess what? It's like a kleptomaniac. Once you get that itch of stealing and you can't stop. Oh, she would have went for a triple double.
But she let it be known she gets money and all these types of things other ways.
Yup.
So this is just probably just like, this is barely scratching the surface.
Woo! Hey man, and that's what's crazy? This is the woman that y'all was, she a 10 out of 10. She know what she wants. She a 10 out of 10. These other dudes are just suckers. They don't understand how good of a woman she is.
Well, you sucker now.
Hey man, I'm gonna rub this in for the rest of my content creation. I was right. I said it. I don't even care.
Class 1 is your premeditated murder that can get your life in prison. And class 6 is your non-violent offense. Very, very minor felony. Now, Adanna is being charged with a class 2 felony, which is pretty high. That's fraudulent schemes. Essentially, this is trying to gain a benefit, money, under some type of false pretenses. Second is theft by extortion, a class 4 felony. And that one, Marco is the sole victim. This was the pay me or I'm going to release bad information about you. Now, for the class 2 felony, she's looking.
Oh, she got another one? Oh, wait, okay. So the max is 12.5 years for a felony 2. And the other one is, so she could do almost like 16.
Yeah, 17 at the most years. Yep.
Dang.
That's not even including how much she could get sued for, like the charge, like how much she would have to pay, or like bail and stuff like that. Boy, y'all better stop playing with the law, man.
At between 3 and 12.5 years if convicted, and for the class 4 felony, the extortion, she's looking at a range between 1 and 4 years. Now think about this, people. Trevor Bauer, I don't know this guy. Hell, I don't even know if I like this guy. But this guy has had 4 women either recount their stories or straight up have been caught lying about him assaulting them, which is insane. And these false allegations cost them a lot. It's cost him a multi-million-dollar major league career.
Glenn and Lou, this is a landmark decision. It is the longest suspension of its kind, and it is a stunning move by the Major League Baseball commissioner in response to allegations of sexual assault and domestic violence. Some fans are now saying they believe this is far too harsh a punishment for a man they believe is not guilty.
Even if he's not guilty, it's like you should already get the red flags after the first woman or the second, but 2 more after that. Focus on your career. Don't worry about these women,
bro.
Oh my!
You got falsely accused 4 times. 4 times.
4 too many.
It's like they put your face on, like, if there was like a black market for false accusers and fake Me Too's, bro, they got they got you as a like target of the month. Bro, at that point, bro, you find God and practice celibacy, bro, because like you can't trust nobody, bro, and it's sad.
He's with the 4 accusations. with lawyer fees, he spent over $37 million. That's half of his net worth.
His net worth, yeah.
That's more than half.
If I was him, bro, I would get I would be like Atlanta when Paperboy got that cabin in the woods because he didn't want to be with nobody, bro. I would stay.
You saw what happened when he was in the woods, though.
Hey, he a baseball player. He can fight a pig.
The firestorm swirling around Dodgers pitcher Trevor Bauer takes a shocking new turn, with Major League Baseball suspending the right-hander for 2 full seasons without pay, effective immediately. According to reports, the suspension does not include the 99 regular season games Bauer has missed since being placed on administrative leave on July 2nd, 2021.
His whole career.
MLB announced this decision following an investigation into domestic violence and sexual assault allegations made against the pitcher. The Dodgers say the organization takes all allegations of this nature very seriously and does not condone or excuse any acts of domestic or sexual violence.
Now, Trevor Bauer is not pitching in the major leagues. He's pitching in Mexico because of these allegations. But I want you to hear from him.
Bro, y'all, this is sad because y'all took his, I feel like when you guys do false accusations like that, right, which is still lying, you're a liar. Yes. When you do stuff like this and it damages somebody's career to this far, you should have to spend the rest of your life helping him repair his career because you did the damage. You need to take some type of, like, I get it, accountability, you can give me money, blah, blah, blah. But look at all the endorsements, the reputation.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's gonna get when he wins these cases, he's gonna get money back from this because he can sue for pain and suffering and loss of wages.
Yeah, bro. We don't got enough laws to punish people for this crap, man.
No, we got enough.
Well, they ain't in effect, bro. This is making me mad for him, bro. I don't even like baseball, bro. But I'm getting hot.
The law chooses who they want to slap on the wrist and let go, and then lock up. That's
what he says at the end of this video.
At this point, I'm not sure what else I can possibly do to prove my innocence in all this. I did not do what I was accused of. And every institution that our society is entrusted to rule on issues like these, like courts, judges, law enforcement officers, prosecutors, they all agree with me. They've rejected every single claim made against me, even going as far as charging one of my accusers with a felony. If any evidence of any of these claims actually existed, I would have been charged, or at the very least arrested. But that never happened. What else do I have to do to prove that this entire situation has been a massive lie? This is insane. At what point do I get to go back to work and continue earning a living?
So this woman is facing multiple felony charges, and Trevor Bauer can't get his job back. And we have so many examples of this. Saif Khan, who I interviewed on the channel, he's a former Yale student who's literally now suing his accuser for defamation. He was found not guilty in a court of law, but Yale still kicked him out of the school.
I mean, people watching across the country hear that you were accused of something. You said it was consensual. You were eventually acquitted of this. Why did the university decide to kick you out anyway?
They are a corporation. They are not the government. They are not beholden to due process. They don't have to care. They have to simply see what is their bottom line. And so there was a ton of campus pressure from girls feeling uncomfortable being in class with me or in the dining hall. And so they just expelled me anyway.
See, this is what gets me so mad, bro. That even when you prove you're innocent, if enough angry people still ignorantly, let's call it what it is, if they get a mob big enough to keep screaming nonsense, it doesn't matter all the evidence that you put on the table. If they scream loud enough, all of these, there's no tenacity in anything, in any of these companies, these schools, these jobs, these businesses, these whatever. There's no tenacity. There's no backbone that even if they get the truth, they'll still go, well, let's just do what they want.
Because at this point, like you said, Yale is just a corporation. They're not thinking about anything else other than themselves. And when you put a corporation to the fire, they want to get out of the fire as fast as possible. They don't want to stand in it, even if they know what they're going against is unjustly and all that kind of stuff, they'll still do it. They'll still do it.
This is, and then the thing that makes me mad, these little mob, the hate mob of ignorant people that once the person gets taken out, they'll never look back over the evidence. They'll never look back over what they were fighting over. They just get, all right, guys, we took him down. Who's next? And then it's just like BLM. It's just like BLM. Yeah.
The craziest arguments that EL had said was that just because a court of law says that you're not guilty doesn't mean we think you're not guilty.
And let's not forget about Matt Ariza, where the woman said that she was assaulted by him, but come to find out he wasn't even at the location. He was somewhere else. He wasn't even there.
Threefold. One is nowhere in those videotapes will you see Matt Ariza because he wasn't in the room. Secondly, they will depict that the plaintiff was a willing participant in the sexual acts that occurred that evening. And thirdly, it shows that she was not engaging in conduct that would be distressing at the time.
The videos were obtained by the San Diego Police Department.
The people got to sign waivers.
That's why they got NDAs and all this other stuff. But you know what's crazy? You can be accused of a crime, and even when the evidence shows you weren't even there. You wasn't even there. Like, you got accused for shooting up a party, but you was at church the whole time. You wasn't even at the party, but you got accused of it. And even though they proved you weren't there, your companies and your jobs will still be like, hey man, but we just can't, there's too much around it. We gotta let you go. I wasn't even there. So now I gotta worry about if I go in public and I have a bad interaction with you, you can ruin my life. If I say something online or do something with you online and you don't like how it goes down, you can ruin my life. And now if you think about me in 6 states over and you just one day decide, I ain't really jacking with dude, you can ruin my life still?
Yeah.
This is, bro, life is hard, man. Life is hard.
Real.
This is crazy, bro.
Department during their investigation, and these are the same videos the district attorney's office reviewed when they decided not to file any criminal charges against any of the players, including former SDSU and Buffalo Bills punter Matt Ariza.
And let's not forget about the motherlode of all cases, Depp v. Heard. Now, I think the issue here is, in all these cases, it seems like people don't want to believe the facts and truth in front of them. In this particular case, Trevor Bauer, that accuser, she lied. My God, she's being prosecuted for those lies. And in all of the cases that we've just gone over, it's the same exact thing. This is not even really about the accusations anymore. It's about how do we react and treat people when we find out those accusations are false. Yeah. Saif Khan should have been let back into Yale, no problem. Yes. Trevor Bauer, he should have been given his job back in a huge I'm sorry from Major League Baseball. We didn't know she was trying to defraud you. We believed all women. If you haven't already, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, do all that great YouTube stuff. My name is Nate the Lawyer, and I will see you on the next one.
Nate, this was an amazing video. This is my first time seeing your stuff. I'm subscribing because he cooked, and I'm giving you your like, and I'm going to give you your comment. This made me so angry because it's like we need, like, it makes me mad that when you find out that this person is innocent and you find out that this person didn't do what they were accused of, the fact that there is no here's your life back button, no, okay, we're sorry, we made a mistake, we trusted the wrong person, what can we do to start amending the fact that we called you guilty before you even had the opportunity to say you were innocent?